Jimmy Carter update being brought to you by Reynolds Roofing Exteriors and Coating with offices in Cape and Marion. Go with Reynolds. Good morning, Jimmy.
And good morning. It is my sworn duty to tell you that the CMA Country Christmas is tonight on ABC at 7 o'clock. If you were watching the Georgia Tech football game, every break had this commercial. I think they ran out of commercials because they were going into so many 8 overtimes or whatever. But Amy Grant, Trisha Yearwood, Cody Johnson singing White Christmas, I'll Be Home for Christmas. And I've never heard of this song, but John Party's going to do Horsepower Sleigh. In nearby Waldron, Arkansas, that's Ashley McBryde's hometown. Now when you go to that town on Highway 71, Scott County, you see Waldron, home of Ashley McBryde, member of the Grand Ole Opry. So she went, and they did the dedication. She got the key to the city. She signed autographs and all that stuff. Her dad was a doctor, medicine, and he preached at part-time at the local Church of Christ. So that was a different raising for her.
Yeah.
AC/DC. This group is, it's not my cup of tea, but they came out in the 70s, Back in Black and all the songs, members of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They're going on tour, first time since 2016, and the first time in a long time with their singer Brian Johnson. I'm trying to see where you guys would, you may have to ride a little bit to go see them, though. Nashville on May the 20th, Chicago on May 24th. That's about as close. Las Vegas, if you want to go there, on April the 26th. And the tickets go on sale Friday for that show. This is such a sad thing. I knew this little girl when she was a baby. Grace Kelly, the daughter of Wynonna Judd.
Yes.
She's been arrested again. That's part of the story. She allegedly stole a church van. Preacher chased it down the street, caught up with her, then she took off again. So lead pastor at the Ground Zero Church of the Nazarene, chasing her down the street. She was on drugs. They want to help her if they can. But what is so interesting in this article, it's got every arrest she's done where she was paroled and released, arrested again and everything else. I don't know how they're not that good at People Magazine to know all this stuff. Someone's feeding this information. Third time arrested. So I don't know who's got a dog in this hunt, but someone does. That's a pitiful story, though. Pitiful story.
Yes.
Mom's blocked the phone, wants her to go to rehab. She doesn't want to do it. I don't know what's going to happen with that. You Look Like You Love Me, the duet with Riley Green and Ella Langley. Yeah. That was not intended to happen. Riley Green had the song, had Ella come over to put the voice on it so he could go pitch that song to other people. And then the vocal sounded so good, they said, whoa, we might just put this out ourselves. And they did, and the rest is music history. National Finals Rodeo this week, if you want to get the jet, let's zoom on out there. That's Thursday, December 5th through the 14th. Big rodeo. And then what's even cooler is people come out there to that, and you ride around in the streets, you see all the dually trucks from Montana and Wyoming, all those cowboys that are there. The fans come. They're dressed in their Western wear, and not normally you would do that in Vegas, but you can this week for that 10 days. People cowboy hats, and you see them at the casinos and all that. So that's kind of cool. Garth's at Caesars on Thursday and Saturday this week. Larry the Cable Guys at Planet Hollywood. Shania starts her residency on Friday. And Brad Paisley's at the Wynn Encore Theater Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So,
my goodness.
Las Vegas, Charlie Daniels would always be out there. I would be working in Los Angeles, and on the way home I would stop in Vegas on that weekend and see Charlie and whoever else was there, and there always was a lot of people. It's a fun thing to do. You just can't gamble this time of year, particularly if you got kids. I go, well, maybe you do, and you say, I got to win, but that's not usually what happens. So I stayed away from the tables, I remember on that. All right, have a lovely Tuesday.
You too, Jimmy. We'll chat with you in the morning.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That's your Jimmy Carter update being brought to you by Reynolds Roofing Exteriors and Coating with offices in Cape and Marion. Go with Reynolds.